Hello guys, what's up? Today we are back with another video, and in this video we are going to do a detailed review of the
movie Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker.
Yes, we just watched the movie from the INOX theaters today, and we are going to do a detailed review about it. Spoilers are included, and so be spoiler alerted. And if you have not watched The Rise of Skywalker, watch the movie in the theaters, and then watch this review. And you have to watch the movie if you are a fan of the Star Wars trilogy, because you will not understand anything if you watch it completely. So let's start the review without wasting our time.
In the first scene, we see that Kylo Ren is fighting with some alien creatures in some other planet with his iconic lightsaber, and he shows off his moves. Of course, he's a wonderful lightsaber fighter, and then he gets some triangular thing, which we can later come to know in the film is a Sith wayfinder, and goes to a planet. Overall, the film is filled with fighting and battles, and it is a wonderful film for those who like action, and it also got the nominee for the best visual effects in Oscar.
There are good competitors such as Avengers Endgame and many more. I think Avengers Endgame will win the award, but Star Wars should win an award, I think. And some scenes are like Endgame also. Probably in the Endgame you have seen that Thanos snapping his finger and then saying I am inevitable, and then Iron Man says that I am Iron Man. Just like that, there is a scene in the Star Wars that Palpatine, when he was attacking Rey with his lightning power, he says that I am all the Sith, and then Rey takes out his two of the lightsabers and blocks the thunder attack from Palpatine, and then says that I am all the Jedi. A scene of Endgame is
quite similar to Endgame. Well, if we are saying that similar to Endgame, there is another thing that is quite similar to Endgame. For example, when Captain America, in the last scene of the Endgame, near last scene before the fight, we see that Captain America is standing in front of Thanos and saying, he's hopeless, and then Falcon calls, and that Captain look behind, and then the whole Avengers army comes out in the screen. In the same way, in the Rise of Skywalker, when Poe Dameron is hopeless and says that we are alone, then Darren Lando says him that we are not alone. When we turn and we see and several people from the light side who have come to fight and destroy the final order.
In the first scene, we also come to know that Emperor Palpatine, who was declared dead, has come alive, and Kylo Ren goes to a planet called Exegol, which we come to know in the later part of the movie, and he goes there and threatens Palpatine and tells him that he will kill him, but Palpatine tells him to kill Rey. And he puts his hands up like this, and the whole final order rises, a huge empire, huge. It is bigger than the First Order also.
Yes, the final order is of course greater than the First Order. And other than that, if in this film is another great thing is that Kylo Ren turns to the light side, but the bad thing is that in the final scene where Rey and Kylo Ren fight Palpatine, Kylo Ren nearly has no scenes. Palpatine just throws him out of the screen.
The ending also lacks a little bit.
Yes,
where Palpatine dies very easily. He throws a lightning kind of thing to Rey. Rey blocks it and puts it backwards, and it backfires, and Palpatine dies. The ending lacks a little bit. Therefore, the movie got little rating.
Yes, and in the last scene, if I say there is no Kylo Ren, I would have been even happier if there was Kylo Ren and Rey together fought
with Palpatine. Kylo Ren is just kicked out of the scene. He does not have any scene in the end, and unfortunately Kylo Ren dies at the end.
Yes, Kylo Ren dies at the end, and that is another place that I don't like. I wanted Kylo Ren to be alive, because he turned to the light side. Till all the time he was in the dark side, he survived, and just the moment when he turned to the light side, he dies. That is a bad thing that I don't like. He tries to save Rey and dies in the process, and that is a thing that I don't like very much.
Kylo Ren gets killed in the first scene also, where Rey and Kylo Ren fights together with their lightsabers. Leia Organa, Kylo Ren's mother, dies, and Kylo Ren stops fighting, and then Rey takes Kylo Ren's lightsaber and stabs him in the stomach, but then Rey, because of as Rey was a Jedi, he heals him, and then Kylo Ren becomes alive. And this movie has got really good visual effects. They have got an Oscar nominee for visual effects also, but as I told before, Endgame is more appreciated by the people, by the audience. So I think the Star Wars movie should get an award for anything. Adam Driver, Daisy Lidry as Rey, Adam Driver as Kylo Ren, And then
Then
Han
Oscar
Solo,
Isaac.
Leia Organa, Chewbacca, C-3PO, Oscar Isaac, Finn, and many more characters are there in the movie. As this was the last movie of the Skywalker saga, many characters die in the movie also, and some characters who have been dead already in the previous films also come back. The most famous example was Emperor Palpatine, and
We had thought he was dead in
yes.
The Empire Strikes Back,
yes,
but he just
and
comes
in,
back.
In Force Awakens, you also see that Han Solo was dead. He was killed by his own son, and then in the movie we also see that Han Solo comes and turns Kylo Ren into the light side, and then Kylo Ren into the light side, and then Han Solo vanishes.
Yes, and another thing is that many people are introduced in this film, just like many people die in the film, like Kylo Ren, Emperor Palpatine is already dead, he dies once more, and many people die, but many people are also introduced, like
Zori,
yes,
who is in the planet called Kijimi or something like that.
Yes.
And the new characters also, some as you saw
Babu Freak,
Babu Freak, and as you saw in the as you saw in the Force Awakens, you saw that Finn was a stormtrooper at first, FN 2187, and then he turns to the light side. And then he becomes a normal guy and leaves the First Order.
He
just
joins
like
the
that.
Resistance.
Yes,
Resistance.
joins the Resistance. Just like that, other characters like him, other stormtroopers like him.
There were also like other people like him who were earlier stormtroopers, but they no longer wanted to fight for the Empire. They also left their earlier duty and became soldiers for the Resistance.
In the movie, there are two Sith Wayfinders. One of them is destroyed by Kylo Ren himself, and another one is collected by Kylo Ren himself.
And then Rey finds it again in his own ship. Then he steals his ship.
And then Rey comes to know that she herself is a Palpatine, and that was a big twist. The movie.
Everyone thought that she is a Skywalker, she is the daughter of Luke Skywalker, but later we come to know that no, she isn't the daughter of Luke Skywalker. She is the granddaughter of Lord Palpatine himself, and Palpatine persuades Rey to kill him and take his place and become the Empire for the Sith.
And at last we also come to see that Rey defeats Palpatine, and the whole Resistance defeats the Final Order, and then Rey at the end scene goes to a unknown place kind of thing, and there she takes two of these lightsabers, one of Leia Organa's and one of Luke Skywalker's. He puts the two into the sand, and then he gets her own lightsaber, which is an orange colored one. That was also a new twist. The orange colored lightsaber was introduced first time. Sorry guys for the sorry. Actually our mother came in. So that was our review. Hope you like the review, and we are going to tell other things also. It was a very short review, so you continue with your other reviews.
I think that the film didn't lack in anything. There was comedy, there was romance, everything. It was a action-packed film.
Only the ending lacked.
That was the main drawback of the film. The ending lacked, and that is why it got so less rating. Its rating came down mainly because its ending was not good.
Many of the people also didn't like this part of the movie, but we liked it.
Yes, it was action-packed, and many people probably didn't like that much fighting.
Yes, and people who like action and like good visual effects, they can watch this movie. But first, they have to watch the Star Wars sequel trilogy, and they will understand. Or if they watch this movie only, they will not understand anything.
Yeah, so if you want to watch this movie, you have to watch the earlier movies. There's the 9th episode and the saga ends. So we thought
this was the final episode, episode 9. This was the end of the Skywalker saga, and we also come to see that in the Last Jedi, Luke Skywalker dies, but there is a scene where Luke Skywalker returns in this. He does not return as a normal guy. He returns as a soul kind of thing, a vision kind of, in front of Rey, and advises Rey to go to Emperor Palpatine and defeat him. Then
he also comes in the last scene. Leia and
Luke Skywalker together comes, where Rey look at them and then introduce herself
as the Skywalker,
as
not as the Palpatine.
Rey Skywalker. She hides the Palpatine title from him.
Yes, and as much as I think that who is the Skywalker, they say the rise of Skywalker. Who is this Skywalker?
I probably think that this is Rey.
or this can be Kylo. This is a thing that we did not have clarified in the film, but we think that many fans will make theories, and at last
when we first saw the name of the movie, we thought that it was about Luke Skywalker. He will return back in the Last Jedi, but actually
he didn't.
Yes. So that's all for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to give 5 out of 5. I'm going to give this movie 4.12, 4.5 thing, because movie was quite good. 1 star for good visual effects. 1 star for comedy. There was comedy by
action.
C-3PO. 2 stars second star for comedy and action together, 3rd star for the good acting, and the 4th star for the good direction. But I'm not giving whole 5 stars because of the ending. And 0.5 stars because of the music. The music is great.
Yes, of course, and it is a very nostalgic thing for those who have been watching Star Wars from the first. We have been watching it from the Force Awakens, so we are also feeling bad. And those who already have been watching from the first episode, The New Hope, those fans are really sad.
The first episode is Phantom Menace.
Yeah, okay.
The 4th one is, sorry for the mistake. So guys, that's all for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye guys, see you on the next one. And my friend also watched the movie. He also quite liked it. And what rating will you give out of 5 stars?
If I tell out of 5 star, I will be giving 3.5, mainly because I found the end. I didn't like the ending, and I think the battles could be more intense. It was not very intense. The last battle,
the lightsaber duels were excellent, great. The whole cinema is action packed.
At the ending,
there was not quite fight. That is another thing we noticed, that Emperor Palpatine wore a cloak at the end, but suddenly when he
became super powerful after taking away the energy.
Powerful after taking energy of Rey and Kylo Ren. He just changed to red color. How is that possible?
Probably it is a mistake that the pupil made in the film during the shooting of the film. His eyes also changed. At first it was absolutely white, very ghostly and creepy.
Eyes can change because
it is power, but how does the color dress change? That the dress is related to power. No, of course not.
So guys, that's all for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like this review, subscribe to my channel, like to this video, share this video with your other friends, and comment down below which review of a film do you want on our channel next. So bye guys, see you on the next one. Till then, take care.